You know what's funny? First and foremost, this show is already god tier. I think this show is so good. First and foremost, Virgin Soul is amazing. And if you haven't seen season 1, go watch it and then hurry up and get your ass back here and caught up to where season 2 is, because it's so good. And the sad part is, it's about to get even better, because Favreau is back. If you did not stay for the previews for next episode, Favreau is actually in the jail cell across from Kaiser. And first and foremost, before we go any farther, how did my boy Favreau get captured by the Kingdom? Favreau doesn't get captured, or he could intentionally get captured. I mean, he has some up his sleeve, I think. But I gotta hear the story, because there's no way my boy Favreau gets captured by the Kingdom. And this story is about to elevate. Favreau is one of my favorite characters, just in anime in general, because he's a character you can't predict him. And he has a really unique persona, in my opinion. And things are about to get crazy. I just want to let you guys know now. And how did Best Girl, the demon girl, get smashed? Like, she looked like a damn hourglass. Like, her torso was just, that was a waste. That was a waste of a body. I mean, I'll tell you what. But no, in all seriousness, the three-way deadlock, the fight scene between Azazel, Kaiser, and Chariois, to see Kaiser go in and just literally fuck them up, basically. Like, without trying. He doesn't really fuck them up, but you guys get my point. He owns them, totally owns them in the 2v1, because we see that they're both, only actually going after him. To see that, it's just kind of like, he's a badass motherfucker. Like, Kaiser is bad, but he's not as bad as, he's not as bad as Favreau. And that, once again, how did my boy get captured? I don't get it. But this episode has a lot of really cool things, because everyone loses, whether it be Batuus and Muguro, whether it be, Favreau's a loser too, so we'll add him in there. Kaiser, Nina, Azazel, everyone's a loser in this, in any of this, even Muguro. And I'm really wondering, the Angels, what is their ultimate goal? How are they going to use Muguro? We found out that he's Jeanne d'Arc's son. I don't know if he's a girl or boy, guys. I'm honestly kind of confused. But his name is actually Elle, so we'll go with the girl, right? Kind of looks like a girl in the face too. So Jeanne d'Arc, who is her husband though? I wonder who her husband is. How is she able to produce an angel or a god per se? That means she had to be with a god. So that means this person's, Muguro is half human, half god. Why is he so strong if he only has half of that ability? Was it with a special person? Why is that? I'm really interested to see more of that. And what is the fixation of Charios? Why does he want to break Jeanne d'Arc? I don't know why he wants to break her so bad, because he even mentions something about maybe even she will stop praying, or she will stop praying. What is it with her? Why is everyone so obsessed with Jeanne d'Arc? I'm really interested as to why. But as always, no spoilers in the comments below for people who play the game, which I don't know if the game exactly follows this, but I know this does follow the game to a certain extent at least. But I'm really just interested in that in general. And another thing that really got me was the whole transformation scene. You can only imagine how conflicted Nina was. Like, do I transform? Do I not? And then she kind of looks around, looks all around like, oh my god, look what's happening here. It's kind of like, I don't want to kill people, I don't want to hurt people because I can't control my dragon form, but Muguro's gonna take it away. Azazel's probably about to be killed, you know what I mean? So she had to be in a really conflicted spot there, and we found out she just can't turn into a dragon anymore. And I'm really wondering why that is, and I can't wait for the Nina Favreau reunion, let alone the Kaiser and Favreau reunion. I just want to see how they, Nina interacts with Favreau. I bet you Favreau hits on her a shit ton. But I'm just really interested to see how they interact with one another. But I'm so ready for Kaiser and him to be back. But one thing that everyone should know here is the fact that whenever Nina was just exposing, Chariois, and I wish Chariois would have said right there, you know who I am, but I guess it would have put him in a weird position since he sneaks out of the palace and stuff like that. It would have been so cool if he would have said something, but I don't know how it would have went. But whenever she's sitting there exposing him, saying, things didn't used to be like this. Yeah, we're at odds, but even whenever, angels and humans are working together, but this three-way deadlock there now is worse than what things used to be. Whenever the demons and humans and angels, fought each other. Like whenever angels and humans were facing the demons, back in season 1, things are better then even. Things are just terrible now. People are just killing each other just because they don't, no one likes each other apparently. But the fact of the matter, she exposes, him, and everyone's just kind of looking at each other, kind of like, No, what do you say to that? I mean, it's true. Like it's an undeniable fact. Nina stated the way she put it was she stated an undeniable fact, and you really couldn't answer anything to it. But I mean, whenever you're on top of the food chain, who really wants to? It's about being self-righteous. I mean, once you get to a certain level, or you're part of a certain group, that's the premier group per se, which humans are on top of the food chain now per se. And given I know they're not eating each other, but you guys get what I'm saying. Who wants to step down to the ladder? Who wants to let people just come on their playing field? I mean, it's kind of like if you're the best team in sports and you lose in the playoffs to a team that's not as high, ranked a seed as you. I mean, yeah, you don't want to fall down to their level because you know what people are going to say, you know what people are going to think, and it's all about pride. Once you are the best and you are on top of everyone else, it's about pride. Sometimes you may need to sacrifice what you have and come down to other people's level so other people can elevate their levels and like be on the same status quo as you per se. You know what I mean? I mean that's like. It's so hard to really decipher and or explain to you guys what I mean. I hope you guys really do like kind of get what I'm saying here, because it may just sound like I was getting off path, but I still kind of on the tracks. But I mean, it's hard, it's a prideful thing. Once you're on top, you don't want to go back down below. You know what I mean? So and once, because like whenever you're human and once you're like used to being like on their level or maybe being like below them as humans, in terms of power. You could say humans probably were below the demons and the angels. The angels for sure, but the demons too. If they didn't have the dark, they would have lost to the demons. That was their secret weapon. That's the only secret weapon they had. So, I mean, humans don't have to live in fear anymore. And now that, demons and angels are the ones living in fear, right? So why would you want to go down and even put yourself in a position where you may have to be scared again? Because it's a lot of uncertainty at the end of the day. You never know if you all come to this, like, equilibrium. Who knows if someone's going to turn on you? Who knows if someone's going to betray you? You know what I mean? You may be on the same level. You may sacrifice what you have in order to make a treaty, but you never know when someone may break said treaty, right? Because things have never been good between all three of you at the same time. They've been good between the gods and the humans, but they've never been good between the demons. So there's always going to be, and let alone the gods and demons. So it's always, I think it's really revolves around, can we trust the demons? Can we trust the demons? But yeah, after this, how are the demons ever going to trust you when they didn't even trust you and or like you to begin with? Even if, after what you've done as a human, who knows? But I think the second half of that speech that I just, that spiel I went on helped describe what I was saying here. But definitely leave, down in the comments below your guys' thoughts. Just, I never wear my hats like this, by the way, but I just stand for this video. If you like it like this, let me know. But, yeah, what do you guys think of this episode? Great episode, one of the best episodes this season. I'm trying to think where I'd rank it in definitely top 4. I really want to kind of put it at that 2 spot, but I really enjoyed it. That Attack on Titan had a really good episode with the Reiner and the Eren fight, so it's hard to get on top of that. I mean, but I enjoyed this episode. Like, I want to say I enjoyed this episode just as much as any episode this season. But I don't think, when I'm talking from the heart, I say that, but when I'm thinking in the head, I'm just kind of like, I don't think they're quite as good as the other ones, but I do think it's quite as good. I don't know. It's a tie. Let's say it's a tie for first. How about that? But I'll see you guys next time. As always, you guys have been hacks. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, X25. See you guys next time. Peace.